What is up, everybody? This is Eric, the one and only barrier collector, and today I am gonna be doing a review of a game that I really enjoyed back in the days when I was a kid, and I just finally beat it after all these years. A game that I had given up on, and I gave up on, and then finally I bought the game not long ago, and then I beat it not long ago as of the release of this video. And I would say this is a game that's too expensive to own. Out there, a copy would be, not expensive, but it'll be, I call games that are expensive to own over $40. Especially when they're retro games. I feel like especially when I know that back in the days they weren't worth a lot. But of course, it meant that it was more rare than what it is. But yes, I'll categorize this one as a game too expensive to own. And that game is The Sword of Hope for the Game Boy. Now, this game is one of those games that was released by Kemco Seika. Now, Kemco is a very well-known company to this day. They still make a lot of RPGs, a lot of cool RPGs in my opinion. But Seika, I remember back in the NES era, it was always Kemco Seika, or that were linked together to make kind of like Square Enix. Were linked together, with Enix, before Enix being its own company, then Square Enix taking over. Kemco, it's its own company, but then it had the help of Seika. I don't know. That's one of the things that's interesting. I don't know much of the history on that, but I know for a fact that it's like that. But anyways, I rambled on too much. The game was made by Kemco Seika back in June of 1991. If you guys play games like Shadowgate, like Deja Vu, The Uninvited, you guys will feel very comfortable playing this one because it's a first-person point and click. However, it's an RPG where they add like level power-ups and battles. They add that flavor to it, which is very unique. So it's an RPG, first-person adventure point-and-click game. Very unique from its time, in my opinion. And you play as the Prince Theo, who for many years was hidden away because his father, King Hennessy, turned evil, turned corrupt, and he is trying to save the land and find the Sword of Hope. And in there, he has to meet 3 wizards or 3 sorcerers that'll help him find the Sword of Hope, and then eventually reach King Hennessy to see if they can defeat him and save the land. There's more to the story than that, but I'm summing it up in a nutshell. And yes, this was a game that is very fun. In it, you select spells, you do battles, you collect certain objects to get you through the next phase. The gameplay footage of the game that I'm about to do will take you through the first portion of the game. So that way you'll get a head start on what to do. But a guide, I would strongly suggest you get a guide, because this, like I said, this was a game that back in the days, I got really discouraged playing. It was really hard. But it's interesting because this game has a sequel, The Sword of Hope 2. That one is a super game. It's a super expensive game to own, more expensive than this one. And I remember having the sequel as well, buying it in a bargain bin for like about $5 complete, or $10. It was really cheap. And I remember beating that one, and this one I couldn't beat for some reason. So it was one of those games that I got the monkey off my back that I finally was able to beat. But it's a very fun game. But I strongly suggest you guys use at least a guide, or if not, also use cheats, because it's a really tough game. But at the end of the day, I had a lot of fun with this one, and I am very happy that I beat it. I'm glad I own it, because it's a very memorable game from my childhood. So yes, I would suggest, if you guys like point-and-click adventure games from that time, similar to like Deja Vu and Shadowgate, give this one a try, because this is a very cool one. Also give the sequel a try, but that's a story for another day. I would love to own the sequel, if not as a repro cartridge, because I understand that game goes for a few $100s. This one goes for about 50. I was able to get a good deal on it right before it started going higher up. But nonetheless, give it a shot. It's a fun game. Very interesting story. However, no, I would say the ending was pretty decent. So it was worth the play. So yeah, give it a shot. That's the only thing. The ending, and I want to explain. I don't want to spoil it. The ending was I thought it was gonna be a little more than it was, but it satisfied me at the end of the day. Satisfied me in completing it, and I'm very happy to own it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy that gameplay footage of the game. Take it as a little guide for you guys out there to know what to do on the first part. I believe you get the very first key to because each realm is locked up by a gate. There's 3 realms. So you'll get the key to the very first realm. You get the key to the first realm, be able to maneuver across the first realm to get to the second one. But then of course, like every other RPG, you're gonna have to go back at one point or another to each realm to get certain items that you can't get at the beginning. So that's one thing for you to consider. Kind of like in a Metroidvania style thing, but it's not a Metroidvania, of course. More of an RPG style. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy that gameplay footage of the game. Had a lot of fun with this one, and I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it too. Hopefully you guys give it a shot. This has been Eric, the one and only Bay Area Collector. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.